Hi Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnsStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this beautiful birthday card. We're using a brand new stamp set called Avant Garden. Looks like that. And you can get this stamp set for free for celebration time right now. This is the mini catalog, and this started January 4th, and it runs through March 31st. And for every $50 you spend, you get something out of this mini catalog for free. So here's that stamp set we're going to be using right here. Isn't it beautiful? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to be making a different version of this card. This one is using the Flirty Flamingo with the silver foil sheets. This card we're going to make today is using the copper foil sheets with the Peekaboo Peach. So let me give you the measurements. This is the Whisper White. This is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then your Peekaboo Peach is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Then your front layer, let's start at the bottom. The copper foil sheet is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. Pear Pizzazz is cut at 3.5 by 4. Then a piece of Whisper White, which is cut at 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let's grab our stamps. Get them all on our blocks. This is a photopolymer stamp set. And these are the inks that we're going to be using today. The Peekaboo Peach, Pear Pizzazz, and then also the Crumb Cake. And then we'll be using the Memento ink for the greeting, and then also the little center of the flowers. So I'm going to grab some scrap paper. Okay, so we're going to be stamping on this Whisper White piece. We're going to first stamp our flower. We're going to use the Peekaboo Peach and stamp the flower 3 times along the top edge. Well, actually 2 along the top edge and then 1 right below that. Okay, then we're going to take the little leaf. I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to stamp off so it's not so dark. And then I'm just going to line the leaf up with the flower and just randomly stamp that around the flowers. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to take our little center of the flowers. We're going to use the Memento ink for that. I'm going to stamp that right over top of the Peekaboo Peach. Really makes it pop. Beautiful. Okay. Then we're going to bring in our Crumb Cake. And there's also a little splatter or little dots in this stamp set. So to tie in the linen thread that I wrap around that, that's why I'm using the Crumb Cake. So I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up, and then I'm going to also stamp off so it's a lighter shade of the Crumb Cake, and just stamp it randomly around the background. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting. Okay, so I have another piece of Whisper White, and we're going to go ahead and stamp Happy Birthday Wishes. I love this font of this greeting. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it right in the center of the Whisper White piece. Okay, and we're going to cut that out with the Big Shot. I don't know if you noticed on the first card that I showed you at the beginning of the video, this is a rectangular shape using the Stitched Shapes framelits, and I'm going to show you how to do that with the stamped image this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our Big Shot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punch out this greeting, and we're going to use the Stitched Shape framelits. We're going to use the second size in the squares. And this was an idea that was shared with Karen's swap card that I got. I don't know if you remember this, but I posted this video yesterday on her swap card, and she made this rectangular shape, and then this is the one that I made with the silver. So I'm going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to use a different greeting. So this is how she did it. At least I'm assuming that's how she did it. So we're going to take our stitched square, and you're going to line it up. Hopefully this is showing up on camera. So I'm going to line that up exactly where I want that cut around the 3 edges. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and send that through the Big Shot. Okay, so then it should cut it like so. You're going to have this left over. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove it from the framelit, and then we're just going to put our square on the bottom edge, lining the edge of the outline of the shape, and then moving that up as close as you want to. In this case, it's under the wishes, and then just cut that out. So this is a way that you can get the rectangular shape with your framelit after you've stamped. Okay, so then this is what's left from that, and then this will give you the stitched outline around your greeting. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so now we're going to change out the magnetic platform to the Big Shot platform. Looks like that. Okay, so we're going to take our Peekaboo Peach piece. This is the 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is the brand new Hexagon Dynamic Embossing folder. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so here's the copper foil sheet that I embossed with this embossing folder. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and take our Peekaboo Peach layer, and I'm going to feed this through. Now also these folders are a little bit thicker, so you don't need 2 acrylic pads. So you're just going to use the platform, then your embossing folder, and then 1 acrylic pad, because it's really thick and it doesn't crank over. That means it's too thick of a sandwich, so just keep that in mind. So this is what that looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so let's go ahead and move the Big Shot. Okay, so let's bring our pieces back in. Now on this front layer, I'm going to put a little bit of the adhesive on the back side, and I'm going to add some linen thread and just wrap that a couple times around the bottom. And then it's just going to get adhered to the back. Trim that off. Then you can just adjust your linen thread and how you want that to be positioned on the front of your layer there. Then we're going to put more adhesive on the back. Put this onto the Pear Pizzazz. I thought the copper looked really nice with the Peekaboo Peach. And this is going to go on the front layer. Then this is going to go on the front of the card. Okay, we're going to take our happy birthday wishes. We're going to pop this up on dimensionals. And since it's going to be going over the linen thread, I'm going to add like 4 of the dimensionals just to make sure it adheres down really nicely. So that's going to go over there. Alright, so next we're going to add some basic pearls. And we're going to use the paper piercing tool to pick up the pearl, to put that right in the center of the flower. So pretty. So there's the Peekaboo Peach. Now I did the Whisper White on this one. Let me show you another one that I used the copper foil sheet for the greeting. Okay, so here's this one. Totally changes the look of the card. I love both of them. They're so beautiful. And then here's the Flirty Flamingo one. And I also did one with the silver. Let me show you that. So here's this one. I always need birthday cards, so this is great. And then I wanted to show you the card that gave me the inspiration to make this card. And this came from Shannon. She gave me this card. Isn't it beautiful? She used my favorite color too. So pretty. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.